Are you really clear about the obstacles or are you really clear about the solutions? So today's video is about clarity of the mind, and we're looking at this because our piece of wellness for this month is clarity. And, how can this enhance my personal development, my journey? Where can this take me? Last year, I believe we spent a month focusing on clarity. Hmm? Pun not intended, but intended. Glad it's there. And we're revisiting it because these things are, very much like cleaning a house. We don't just do the dishes once. We do have to return and keep that cycle going. Clarity felt like a great thing to focus on, and we're here right now. So I'm Sarah from Align with Sarah. Thank you so much for being here with me and thinking about clarity of the mind. I have 3 points to make today, and they build off of the experience of there is already clarity in your mind. And that clarity might be the not enough story. It might be the the helplessness story. It might be um, the story of the trauma, the story of the struggle, the story of the thing you don't want. And the more clear we are, the more we look around and we find this like annoying thing and this other thing and what doesn't work anymore or what we don't have. Um, that's clarity of mind, focused 100%, 90%, 80% on what we don't want. And if we imagine that as even 80%, what's the other 20%? What voice does that 20% have? Does that 20% have any direction? Does it have any focus on the solution? Does it have any hope? And who knows what the answer is to that? But I feel like when we have the reality check of, oh my gosh, like 80% everywhere I look, there's frustration, there's problems, there's whatever. That is the focus. That is the clarity that the mind has, the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, what that has on the thing we don't want, right? So uh, that expression of, don't think of that pink elephant. Of course, we're going to think of the pink elephant because that's the imaging that's been presented. When we think of an empty room, we aren't generally going to have an image of a pink elephant show up in our head. So the fact of focusing on what we don't want helps create those miracles, helps create that manifestation, helps create the thing we don't want. By finding those words, finding that experience that is opposite of or the other direction from what we don't want, we recognize, okay, this is my starting point, what I don't want. These might be things that have gotten in my way in the past, but guess what? That isn't, I can look at that and it can not be contributing to the story of how nothing works or whatever we want to tell us. We can look at that stuff and say, wow, I invested a lot in this thing that doesn't work. So I'm going to stop investing in that thing that doesn't work. Or I'm going to add this resource to this thing that doesn't work. Maybe I'm not using this thing correctly. Maybe I need to find a group that has been able to have success using this thing. That is clarity of mind for the solution. That's when this shift happens, when we can start to get on board with, I am going to do this. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, yeah, I have control. Oh, yeah, my life is up to me. Oh, yeah, I have to care more about me than all these people I'm trying to gather in my life. I have to, like, my healing, my journey is up to me. And I'm here on this earth for this like limited amount of time. And it's up to me to make the most of it. How am I engaging with others? How am I engaging with my problems? How am I engaging in solutions? How am I engaging in my dreams? How am I engaging in basic things, nutrition, entertainment? How am I showing up? So valuable. And when we look at those things from a new perspective, this new clarity, we can see, hopefully objectively, how we're applying the energy that we have for our day, either on solutions or problems. All of that introductory thought, I want to touch on these three things, and I sort of mentioned them, but I'm going to be very clear about them. Number one, miracles happen every day, and you are manifesting miracles right now. Clarity of your mind is manifesting miracles right now. Shifting those gears into manifesting the miracles that you want, the things you want, is the best feeling in the entire world. Just a spoiler alert for that. So making sure that you're visualizing solutions to the problems. And that word solutions has an S on it because there's endless amounts of solutions to your problems. Endless amounts of solutions. So if we try to tell one story, that's not usually the best way to manifest. Our goal, our job is the end result. The how is the miracle of the manifesting. What is it you want? I want freedom to move around without um, uh, I want freedom to move around. I caught myself with going into that negative. I want freedom to move around. I want strength. I want energy. I want to be able to go for a walk every morning with my dog. I want to be able to play with grandkids. I want to be able to go on a vacation. I want to be able to X, Y, or Z. I want to manifest this amount of money. I want to manifest these goals in my career. I want to manifest resources for this. What is it that you want? End result. Number two, find what is feeding the problem. A lot of times it's our attention. The next huge contributing factor is our routines, which are tied into our perspective, which is also tied into the inner belief systems. But find what is feeding the problem, number two. And number three, feed something else. Feed the solution. Feed a different routine. Feed yourself differently. Find different nutrition. Find a different group of stimulating friends or coworkers or groups, social experiences. We have them endlessly at the fingertips online. Things are, in person. There are a ton of people that meet for hobbies, people that meet for exercise, people that have positive outlooks, people that are invested in personal growth, people that are me, I'm pointing to myself, people that are invested in spreading a seed of hope, offering things like the community classes, resources like on YouTube, um, getting involved in the community in lots and lots of different ways. There are tons of people out there that are tethered to hope, tethered to answers. So finding them is an amazing experience. Watching successful stories of people that do recover from X, Y, or Z, or people that um, try alternative treatments and people have a lot of success. People that are the have um, what do I say? Oh, the books. Yeah, people that have written the books, people that have taken the journey, people that are on the journey, people that are invested in the journey, people that believe in the positive outcomes, people that are sharing that word. Find space in your day for them, whether, like I said, in the book, in person, online, um, in a class. Find those people. That's it. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you again real soon.